Judging by the first hymn, I'm going to guess that that snowblower outside is in B flat. Do you think B flat? Just like one step underneath, right? Timing couldn't be better. Yes, it could, actually. It could. If only he'd had one of these, which, by the way, you can get from the office for $5. If only he'd had one of these. Calendars. Calendars are such a good thing, aren't they? Because they organize you, and that's assuming that that way everyone will know that they're all on the same day. Maybe. Sometimes. Oh, I shouldn't have taken my glasses off. This is March. There's March. March worked out wonderfully this year. It worked out perfectly because the 1st of March was the first day of Lent. Welcome to Lent. You know what Lent is. Everyone knows what Lent is. It's when you give somebody something on a loan. No, it's not a loan. Lent is that time between Epiphany and Easter. It's 40 days. There's 31 of them right there in March. There's the rest of them at the beginning of April. Don't look ahead, though, because, Easter comes after that. And then we'll have to explain what Easter is, too. But Lent starts perfectly on the first day of March. Isn't that convenient? That was last Wednesday. So you can actually number your 40 days right from 1. Well, until you get to 31. But still, it works perfectly because the 1st of March. And so we can keep track of the 40 days that Lent is. Why is it 40 days? Well, it's 40 days because that's the 40 days Jesus spent in the wilderness. 40, by the way, is a really important number in the Bible, and it might not necessarily mean exactly 40. It might mean just a lot, right? So the 40 years in the wilderness, the 40 days of rain, all that stuff, it could just mean a long period of time, not exactly 40 days. That'll be an important thing to remember in just a moment. But here on the calendar, it is indeed 40 days. And I don't know if you can see from there, but this is 40 days of purple. The color of Lent is purple. Wait, wrong side. Purple, like Advent, but purple. Sorry, styling. Thank you. And so it's 40 days. And the thing about Lent is that because Lent comes from that story of the wilderness, we always look at Lent traditionally as kind of a wilderness time, and a time that we can spend some time thinking about ourselves, how we live, how we do things. And that's a great thing. That's a really important thing. But I think there's a way that we can actually help ourselves, which might involve using a calendar. We can actually help ourselves learn more about us and about our relationship with God, how we are with God, if we just did more Jesusing during Lent. What, you didn't know it was a verb? Jesus is a verb. It's an action word. It is. Think about it. Jesus is all about doing, right? All about doing, how we are with each other. So if you do some good Jesusing, surely you are being like Jesus, right? Just the other day, by the way, it's not just a verb. Just the other day, I referred to a Jesus of an idea. Instantly, you know what kind of an idea that is, don't you? Yes, you do. Right? It's an idea that would be like Jesus. All of those things that we know about Jesus. So here's a thing about doing some really good Jesusing in March. Each day, if you picked a thing to do, you could pick a thing to do, write it on your calendar, and then each day, you could look for a way to do that. And by things to do, I mean like be kind, help somebody out, share, pray would be a really good one. Think of all the things that Jesus did and put one on each day. There's other ways you can do this, of course. You can do one of those like Wheel of Fortune things, right? Where you put all these things and then you spin it. And whatever one comes up, you have to do it that day. I think that's a way more effective way of doing it, by the way, than just going out and going, oh, I'll try and do something good today if it comes up. See, there's the dilemma. If you do it on purpose and be intentional about it, it's a little bit different, isn't it? Because you have a little bit of a challenge there. You got to find a way to make it happen. So here's what you do. You get a calendar, or use your phone. Feel free to use, your Google Calendar on your phone. And you put in each day something to do. To be kind to somebody. Give somebody a hug. Help somebody, that's good, Boy Scout one. Help somebody across the street. Do something that Jesus would do each day. And then wonder about it. And here's a really important thing to wonder about it. Why did we have to think about it and put it on a calendar to remind us to do it? Right? To live like Jesus is to live like that every day. Right? We have calendars to remind us the day of the week, what's happening. As you can see, this is all purple, so we know it's Lent. We have calendars to remind us. Wouldn't it be great if we didn't need them? Because we remembered. No, we didn't remember. We simply lived like Jesus. Go out and do some good Jesusing. The life of Jesus is full of important things for us to live. We should have a song about the life of Jesus.